I queued this up before, as I mentioned. You had already talked about AutoWeb, so I'm going to use AutoWeb since it's.
And by the way, just so you guys know, I know Ben, you're a friend, and we trust each other. AutoWeb is actually a special partner. They gave us the right to share data. So awesome. Frank, yeah.
Well,
yeah, and we're all NDA'd on all sides, so we're good.
So what I want to just show you is, so this is the ad portal. Again, as I mentioned before, it's not, notice it's not, you're not looking at ads, you're looking at a list of headlines.
Yep.
And what you'll see here on the left, this is a headline, huge, weird thing, lease deals, that weird thing that's a token, that's a variable that fills in the make.
And you're pulling one of these.
Yeah, exactly. And so when it goes into a Buick ad group, it's going to say Buick. And when it goes
it's DKI from your own internal vLookup, basically.
Yep, exactly. And this one's relatively simple because it was a specific one to try and get some of the seasonal stuff there. But it's got all kind. I mean, you modify each and every. And you also notice all these green thumbs ups over here. So basically, the way that the whole system works, and I would say, I feel like we put as much energy and thought into making this kind of thing human readable as we did designing it, because again, if you got the combinatorics I was mentioning earlier, I think it'll also be clear. Let's say you've got, I don't know how many are here, maybe 30 unique headlines, and you've got, let's say 12 descriptions, whatever. Well, if you think about just all the possible combinations, even just unique templates, let alone filling in the tokens, is staggering, right? So like, you guys often show slides like, we deployed 1 million ads, and people are like, what? How do you do that? And the key is two parts. One is the tokens are how everything lines up wherever it lands. So it's gonna, match whatever wherever it goes. And then 2, it's taking advantage of the combinations, and 3, to make it human readable, rather than try and say, oh, and there's this, that, and this, that, and this, that, which you can't do. Instead, the approval process involves you get this with these green thumbs, and you click this, you can see all of them. You can, these are already approved. So like, if they weren't though, you could click it and say disapproved. You could leave a comment, say, here's
you go and give
and you just go through. And the basic idea here is, rather than try and control the ads, which is completely not feasible at the scale, instead it's about whitelisting the kinds of copy that can go into ads. And then once this is whitelisted, in essence, it's okay, these are approval parts. And with the approval parts, then what happens just on an ongoing basis is, let's see if one of these is going to load. I'm not sure exactly what's in here. I'm just kind of jumping around now. But on an ongoing basis, anyways, it's going to take those parts and it's going to be remixing them into, I'm just trying to find, again, I don't know exactly what's where here. So there we go. So just on a regular basis, basically it remixes them, takes stuff from the approval parts, turns them into ads. You can see here, it's, 3 ETAs and an RSA. We've done quite a bit of research on, you don't want to just like blast a ton of stuff in.
Yeah.
Google, at most, Google's going to try out maybe 2 or 3 new variants, 4 variants.
That's why you only put 3 ads and 1 responsive per ad group. You don't want to get crazy with the cheese whiz, right?
Yep. And so what you want to do is sort of a steady drip, drip, drip of just ongoing. You deploy a few ads, a few templates, you have the pausing, and you just let the whole system kind of evolve naturally. So I think the key thing for you guys is just, one, it's got this review portal that my experience has been, even with like really extensive tokens and 50 unique headlines and whatever, I don't think it takes any more than like an hour, right? You can see how
what you showed me looks like you can read through, what the other token set is, the thumbs up thing. It's like it's a very obvious, like, I get it, thumbs up.
Yeah. And then
you can modify, right? I thought you have an ability also to change things or suggest changes, or no?
Yeah.
There's a comment he said, right?
Oh, okay,
and what I was showing was already approved. I don't have one that's like
that has like the temp. You can leave like a comment or a suggestion, etc. Right?
Yeah.
So and so the broader point is, the way that like a standard setup for this is, First off, we can source all the ad copy. So we have some people, they're like, I never want to think about this again. Just I'll review it and you're good, just go. And we have other people who are like, we want to try this, we want to try that, we want to try this. And so generally here, so like this is actually a good example, the one I happen to pick, because they said, hey, we really want to try out some, like
seasonal approach
kind of stuff. And we're like, great, send over. And you can send us literally like, I want this, and we'll tokenize it and get it in. Or, hey, can you guys talk about these kinds of things? Our systems, as you might imagine, also, so like we can source the copy. We've got a creative team.
Yeah, we're gonna be a hybrid. To start, we need everything sourced from you guys, because like our shit's a hot mess. Our creative team's overwatered. They're not working for us. Like I showed them a brief that I have in since March that's not done to just get base copy renewed. So I'll spare the deets of everything. So we're gonna start being very much, we need you guys to create all the copy and help us move. And then from there, as we get into this iterative testing, we'll be the people that say, hey, we're launching this product. Hey, we're building this thing. Hey, this is our new value prop. Hey, here's what's approved for us to say now. And we'll feed you that. And we look to have you kind of iterative. So we'll be a hybrid model of that, I think. But definitely to start, we're going to lean really heavy on you guys, because we've been a year and a half since I've joined the team of just like not getting shit done. And we just need this done.
Yeah. Only reason I bring that up is sometimes people are like, I don't want to have to think about it. Sometimes people are like,
no, I appreciate it. Like I'm on board on both sides. So.
and the way I think about it is basically ad variation is the fuel that drives the optimization engine. I don't really give a damn where it comes from, whether it's from, the software scraping
if
stuff.
It's from us or you or the software or AI, like fuck it, as long as it does it, right?
Yeah. I mean, in part, we built this system because we were bringing like psychological insights, and people are like, great, now give us the ad. And as you might imagine, someone like me can't write ads.
So. Yep. That's, we all have skill sets. I think like from our creative team, like we hire these creatives and they're like, I'm going to go work on TV ads for you guys. And it's like, no, write Ben headlines. And they're just like, no, I'm going to go work on TV ads. And so like, I just never get updates. So that's been our biggest thing. And we've gone through, I don't know, 4 contractors on this one project, and we still can't get it done. Like I'll spare all the deets, but Caleb and John and I have talked about it. Frank's living it. So I think from our end, like everything you're showing us is beautiful and awesome. And like, this is everything we want from a system. It's great you guys have it. I'm sure it's a problem for other companies, but it's like been the biggest headache I've had. And it's like I said, serendipitous that you reached out, John, because I was literally opening my email to email you, and there you were. So
that's awesome.
Somehow you read my mind, and thank you.
Yeah, sometimes it's the universe, right? But that's awesome. And